Welcome back. Kart Racer TV in the house. It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you, everybody. What a great turnout. Wrapping up the Blue Agave lunch. And let's get this banquet restarted here. Doug Fleming's going to make his way back over. He's looking for his table. Can somebody at Doug Fleming's table wave? There we go. All right, it is my honor and my pleasure. Up next, you've seen her on the racetrack. Does a lot for the sport of karting, and her family does a lot for karting as well. Give it up, everybody, for Michelle Manning out of MMK.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle Manning. Today, I'm here to be presenting the Lifetime Achievement Award. First, I'd really like to thank Willie Musgrave and Frank Baldozer for making sure this award gets continued on. Last year, the award was presented to Jerry Henderson, who passed away this past April. I think about Jerry a lot, especially when I'm racing. I'm sure I can speak for everyone in this room when I say that Jerry is extremely missed. This year, the recipient of the award is a veteran in karting, just like Jerry was. This person has been in the sport for longer than most of us have been alive. He was a national champion himself, then went on to train multiple drivers who have excelled to IndyCar, the World Pirelli Challenge, and stock car racing. Not only does he train these drivers, but he takes them in as if they are his own kids and challenges them, making them feel like they are capable of accomplishing what may seem impossible. In other words, he has a unique gift of making his drivers feel really special. This person did not start in the sport of karting until the age of 31. I'm almost 25, and I can't even imagine what activity I'm going to try at 31 that's going to drastically change my life. It all started with a trip to the kart track where he drove a kart for the first time and ended up breaking his collarbone. But that end was actually a beginning. And if you haven't figured out by now, I'm talking about my own dad, Mike Manning. This man is literally the definition of age is just a number. My dad started out racing quarter midgets at a young age with his dad. He then grew up and ended up working at a cylinder head shop. Once he got into karting, he was immediately fast and started building his own engines. Everyone was asking where he got his engines from, so then he started to build for everyone else. His partner at the cylinder head shop ended up telling him it was either their business or the wimpy kart engines, and he chose the wimpy kart engines. The rest is history. Mike Manning Karting has been in business since 1980. That makes for 37 years this year. I am so proud of my dad for all he has accomplished. He is the hardest working person I know, and he never, ever gives up. He is also the smartest person I know, and I believe that has a lot to do with why he has been in business for so long. Driver after driver, he has been lucky enough to make his passion his full-time job. Jerry was one of those drivers that my dad got to work with. He made Jerry feel so special and like he was capable of achieving anything, even when he knew Jerry physically could not pull it off anymore. Watching you guys win the Super Nationals in 2007 with Jerry is one of the most special memories I have. One of my favorite things about my dad is that he is 69 years old and he doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. Karting is awesome. It's one of my favorite things in the world, but there's so many dang politics that go on. Politics that have affected my dad's business and our family's livelihood. But through all of these 37 years, my dad has persevered. He is the underdog, the small team with the small box fan who keeps showing up and changing the pecking order. Soon we'll be at another year of the SCUSA Super Nationals, and I'm super excited for our team. My dad is bringing the biggest team he has ever had to compete in the X30 Masters category. The best part is, I know we have a really good chance of doing well, and I hope we can do that in honor of Jerry Henderson. However, the Lifetime Achievement Award is not just about karting, but what you have accomplished in your life as well. My dad is the father to 6 kids. This includes one stepdaughter that he treats as his own. Today, my brother Kevin is here, and my two younger sisters, Jamie and Christina. My dad also has 8 grandchildren, and 3 who he basically has become a father figure for. Some of you may not know, but my mom is a 2-time breast cancer survivor. She is here today, too. Hi, Mom. We may have not had the easiest upbringing, but my dad has been there 100% to love and support all of us unconditionally. I graduated from college 2 years ago, and my sister Jamie graduated back in May. My baby sister Christina will be graduating this coming May with her degree as well. I will be graduating with my MBA this coming May, and I know my sisters Jamie and Christina are headed in the grad school route as well. Three daughters with master's degrees. I think we have a winner here. My brother Kevin has been going through his recovery from his nasty crash that he had at the streets of Lancaster where he shattered his collarbone. And his fight towards healing is something I know he gets from our dad. My dad and I may not always see eye to eye, especially when it comes to karting, or even the presidential candidate we'll be voting for on Tuesday. If you're friends with him on Facebook, you know who he's voting for. But I cannot argue that he has been the best dad he could be to all of us, and that we would be nothing without him. And with that, because of his accomplishments, because of his black and yellow team that he's created, and because of his personal accomplishments in life, I am extremely proud to present him with the 2016 Lifetime Achievement Award.
Take it away, buddy. Mike Manning, Lifetime Achievement Award winner.
Thank you very much to all my racing friends. I love this sport. I knew the first day at Oxnard when I went up there and broke my collarbone that this was going to be a future. I've had a lot of fun. I've had some great drivers run for me. There's a lot of dads out there that have their own kids now that used to drive for me, and I just love seeing all you guys bring your kids into the sport. You know, my program with my own son, Kevin, when he first started, I remember taking him back to Quincy when he first started back in 1978 or 79, and going to all the IKF Nationals all those years, especially going to Quincy year after year. It was just an awesome experience. And then as the sport evolved, and I remember I was on that K&P bug team there, and I had my little bug wasp all those years, and I remember in 1984 the big Cali Kart program started, and Tony Kart and Cali and all those other fantastic European karts came in and just swept our country and changed everything. Really what it did, it changed everything. And here we are today, and the stuff keeps evolving, the sport keeps evolving. The junior programs we have today are phenomenal. If you look, and just for an example, we got Mr. Rossi coming to the Supernats next week, and here he is, a go-karting kid that wins the biggest race in the U.S. around the world, the Indy 500, and seeing all those guys come and run. To me, the best part is what they give back. When you got a guy like Rossi, remember when Schumacher came to Vegas that year, it was incredible how many people came because he was there. Because those are the kind of racers, go-kart people that give back. And I can tell this room is all about people giving back. This is probably the best club in the United States, the Los Angeles Kart Club. Every month, I love driving down there to Cal Speed and running my guys down there, and it's always fun because you're around. It's like family. You know darn well that if there was ever a problem any of us ever had, that we could all count on each other, and that's what it's all about. It's a big family, and I just want to thank everyone for this achievement award. It's been a great run. The only thing I did kiddingly say about one of the future races that are coming up. Somebody asked me, well, what class do you think we should run? If we're going to have any classes, Mike, do you have any advice on a class that might bring some people out? And I said, yeah, you should have a Tag Masters class at 69 and up. I thought, well, you know. Get your own time slot. Yeah, exactly. But I still love going to the track at Willow and helping out my guys and getting in the kart and driving it still. You know, of course, it makes it easy because it's right there by my shop. But you still never forget all the fun that you have in this sport. And I want to thank you again and thank Willie for putting this great event on here today. This is one of the best ones that I've seen. Thank you again. Thank you very much, Will. I appreciate it.
All right, Honda Kid Karts, the future of the sport, the young guns, the next generation of racers. And grabbing fifth, we're going to recognize fifth through first for the Honda Kid Karts. And this driver finished the season with 7 top 5s and 3 top 3s. Give it up for John Antonino. Awesome. John's going to get his picture taken there. John Antonino in fifth, everybody. They just told me he wasn't here and he came sneaking up on me. All right, finishing in fourth with 7 top 5s and 2 main wins. Give it up for Logan Chambers. All right, I'm double checking. Looks like no Logan out here. Finishing fourth, a great season for Logan Chambers. All right, first step on the podium, grabbing third with 8 top 5s and 2 main victories in Honda Kid Kart, Brody Vickers. Brody making his way up, had a great season in Honda Kid Kart. Great job, Brody. We'll see Frank first and hop on up to the number 3 step on the podium. Great job, Brody Vickers. Now grabbing second in Honda Kid Karts on the season with 8 top 5s and 4 second place finishes. Give it up for Drake Carty. Drake making his way up. It's okay to run. I don't see any swimming pools. Great job, Drake Carty, everybody. Second on the podium. And a well-deserved victory on the championship with 5 poles, 6 heat wins, 9 top 5s, and 5 main wins. Lightning Logan Ainsworth. Got some Lightning fans in the house. A very impressive podium here. What a way to get the award ceremony started here for your Honda Kid Karts. Hold them up. Raise them up. Brody, great season of racing. Tell us a little bit about it, and who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my sponsors, my dad, and my grandpa.
Awesome job, everybody. Brody Vickers finishing in third. Got Drake Carty over here finishing in second. What's your favorite thing about racing at LAKC?
Getting second a lot and sometimes getting third.
And we'll look for some more wins in 2017 as well, right?
Right.
All right, anybody you'd like to thank?
My mom and my dad and my grandpa and my grandma.
Awesome job, everybody, right there. Drake Carty. And your champion, the first champion crowned at the 2016 LAKC Banquet, Lightning Logan Ainsworth. Did you think you had that many fans? That got pretty loud when I called your name.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank my family and all the sponsors helping me support my karting, and my coach Nick, and that's all.
Awesome job, everybody. Give it up for your Honda Kid Kart podium. All right, we'll move into Junior 1 Comer. Junior 1 Comer, third place. Real consistent. He was always right there. 5 top 5s. Dakota Tate. He especially got faster after the haircut mid-season. Great job, Dakota, over there on the third step. What a season, Dakota Tate. In second place for Junior 1 Comer. 7 top 5s, grabbed 1 main win. The number 11, Aiden Dodge. Aiden making his way up. Great job, Aiden Dodge collecting the hardware from Frank. And grabbing the second step on the podium for Junior 1 Comer. Your winner and champion for 2016. 3 poles, 3 heat wins, 8 top 5s, and 3 main event wins. CK 555, Cole Keith Cotham. And also a special deal here. This will also be offered next year as well. He grabs the extra $300 for being the Junior 1 Comer Final Series champion right there. So give it up, a little something extra for you. And that is also offered for next year as well. All right, get a word with our Junior 1 Comer podium. First off, Dakota Tate, competitive racing in this class all season long. Tell us about your season.
Well, I'm just getting a little too tall, a little heavy. That's about it. So it's hard to compete with all these littler people. So I'm moving up this year.
Some of us feel that way in everyday life. Great job. Dakota Tate, everybody, finishing in third. Second place, 7 top 5s, 1 main win, competitive class, great racing. You're out here at LAKC. What's your favorite thing about racing, Aiden?
Being able to compete with people that know how to that compete with you, and it's fun racing with them since it's clean, but it's fun at the same time. So.
Right on. And anybody you'd like to thank that helps you out on your racing operation?
My parents and Nick, my tuner. So.
2 thanks already for Nick the tuner. Well, I call your name a lot at the races. You do double duty. You drive both classes. You're out of Corona, California, getting a great job at the racetrack done once again. You've raced dirt. You've raced our Sprint Series road courses. And I hear you've been getting a little NHRA action in on the straightaway. Yeah, Willie, that's another NHRA remark. CK 555, everybody. And I know you got some important things to say and some people to thank, so it's all yours. That's not a problem. Your mom called me at 6:30 this morning.
So this was a fun year of racing in the Comer class. Great battles and lots of passing. I want to say thank you to the LAKC organization for providing a series that brought many great competitors such as Aiden Dodge, Dakota Tate, Casey Gillis, Chance Gibson, and Carson Morgan. Thank you, Doug Fleming, for all your hard work and always bringing the Fleming fast power. You have supported me since I was little, and we are looking forward to winning together in 2017. Your help this year is greatly appreciated, and I thank you for your investment in our program. Good job to Mom and Dad. Thanks for everything. Frank and Penny, this year would not be possible nor near as fun without the support of Baldozer Racing, Catawba Farms, and Zine Vineyards. I am proud to be a Baldozer driver and happy that we could bring Baldozer Racing to championships. 2017 will be a blast as we work hard to bring home 2 more championships and race wins. Let's go racing. And anytime you want to go to Florida or North Carolina, I'm in. Thank you.
That's right. As you know, they do those Walt Disney World trips after a big victory. Give it up for our Junior 1 Comer podium. All right, moving right along, we will have our Junior 1 Comer Pilot Championship up next for 2016. And finishing in third with 5 top 5s and 4 top 3s. Give it up for Alexander Estes. Making his way up, Alexander third on the podium. Great job, buddy. Good job. Shaking hands with Frank and grabbing the trophy. And finishing in second for Junior 1 Comer Pilot with 9 top 5s and 2 main event wins. Give it up for Gavin Perez. Great job by Gavin. Enjoy the moment, buddy. Walk slow. Great job, Gavin Perez, second on the step. And grabbing the well-deserved victory after a hard-fought contention for the trophy after 2016, all those races. And grabbing the win in the championship with 6 heat wins, 9 top 5s, and 6 main event wins. Out of Nash Motorsports, Blake Nash. And an extra $300 for the championship. Blake getting the victory jacket on. There's your envelope, sir. And make sure you see Frank. And the top step for Blake Nash in a very competitive Junior 1 Comer Pilot class this season. And we'll get our pictures in on the podium there and get a word in with Alexander, finishing third. Tell us about your racing season.
Well, I thought it was really awesome, and I started in the middle of the year, so it was kind of amazing to get third place in all overall.
So I think a full season next year, and you might be up a step or 2, right?
Yeah.
All right, Alexander Estes, everybody, finishing in third. Junior 1 Comer Pilot finishing in second. Gavin Perez. Gavin, tell us about your racing and your season you had out there. And it's well-deserved to finish second in this class.
Well, it's been really good. The kart's been handling really good. We had some problems with our motor in the middle of the year, but then Doug Fleming got us a better motor. So I want to say thank you to Doug Fleming.
Well, the farther he digs back in his garage, those are where the good ones are. I've been over there. So great job. Gavin Perez, everybody, finishing in second. Well, no pressure here. A famous name in karting, and the legend's only going to continue as they go through the generations. Blake Nash grabbing the championship. Blake, how's it feel?
Feels great.
Tell us about your season and your racing operation and the people you'd like to thank that make it all possible.
Well, I stopped racing for a while, and it's been like kind of hard to get back into it, but it's been great getting back in. I'd like to thank my parents, my grandparents. I'd also like to thank Nash Motorsports and Hyper Racing Engines.
Awesome job, everybody. There's your podium for Junior 1 Comer Pilot with Blake Nash, your 2016 champion. Next up, we'll move into Open 125 Shifter. Open 125 Shifter. And finishing in third, I don't think I saw him out here today, but we'll make sure we give him his recognition with 5 top 5s and 3 top 3s. We call him the Bakersfield Bullet, Tyler Kaufman. And we'll make sure Tyler gets his hardware. Open one. No, right on. I'm on this one. All right, finishing second. He's also not here. Had a great season. 8 top 5s, 1 main win. He's playing for our United States Junior Olympic Volleyball. Right now, as we speak, I'm waiting for the score report, and I'll update you guys. Over in Anaheim, the Axe, Willie Axton. And we'll call up Lauren Adams, I believe, to accept the trophy. No, you have to come up and do the speech for him and everything. Those were the rules. All right. Willie's not going to like to hear this. Jeff said he was paying you good money. All right, moving up to our Open 125 shifter, top of the podium with 1 pole, 3 heat wins, 9 top 2s, and 4 overall wins. Slava Prihodko. Hot Slava. Slava, great job out there in 2016, scaring away the competition at the award ceremony. Favorite thing about LAKC?
The staff, the competition. Thank you guys for your hard work. You guys are awesome. Other than that, let's have a great 2017. I'd like to thank some sponsors real quick. Ryan Perry Motorsports, thank you for having me on the team. Darcy DeCoste, Kimball Williams Racing, my father and my family, thank you so much. This is for you guys.
Great job. Slava Prihodko, everybody, your Open 125 shifter champion for 2016. So it'll be PRD Junior 2 up next. And another hard-fought season championship in the LAKC, and grabbing 3rd place with 7 top 5s, 2 main event wins, JT Jordan Turner. Yeah, I didn't see Jordan. We'll give him a couple more seconds. Jordan's probably out racing somewhere. Is there a race we don't know about? All right, finishing 2nd place for PRD Junior 2 with 8 top 5s and 2 main event wins. Give it up for Brendan Kramer. Great job, Brendan. 2nd place on the podium. You got to hurry, your Learjet's taking off in a minute. We'll knock this out. And grabbing the victory with 2 pole positions on the season, 1 heat race win, 8 top 5s, and 2 main event victories. Give it up for your 2016 champion in PRD Junior 2, Rico Schlamo. Good job, Rico. Great job. Excellent 2nd place finish. Excuse me, a little thrown off as we get our sound checked here. And Rico, a well-deserved victory. Tell us about your racing operation and the people you got to thank.
I want to thank 2 Wild Karting, my parents, and everybody who supported me this year.
Awesome job. We're going to see you in 2017.
I hope so.
Here's a check for you. Thank you. $300. Your PRD Junior 2 podium. All right, it'll be Micro Swift up next. We'll move right into Micro Swift. Our podium with 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. And finishing 3rd with 7 top 5s and 1 main win, Jesus Vasquez Jr. Vasquez Jr. grabbing 3rd for Micro Swift. Great job, Jesus. Grabbing 3rd on the podium. Great job this year. And grabbing 2nd place with 7 top 5s and 2 main wins, Frankie Mossman. Great job, Frankie. Mossman grabbing 2nd place this season in Micro Swift. Great job, Frankie. And grabbing the championship at the top of the podium with 5 pole positions on the season, 5 heat wins, 8 top 3s, and 6 main event wins, Super Cooper Hicks. All right, Jesus, we'll get a word with you finishing in 3rd. Tell us your favorite thing about racing at LAKC. Not talking to Chappie? I got that. I get that all the time. Great job. Anybody you want to thank as far as your racing goes?
My dad and my parents and stuff.
There we go. We'll get him out of his shell right there. That's great. He's all about the driving, not about the interviews. Give it up one more time for Jesus Vasquez Jr., finishing 3rd. Finishing 2nd when he's not in there hanging out with me in the announcing booth. He's probably going to take my job in the future. We get to switch jobs, though. I get to drive the 777. Frankie Mossman, everybody. Frankie, tell me about your racing season and who you'd like to thank.
I've had a great racing season, and I've been really competitive with Cooper and Jesus. And I would want to congratulate Jesus for getting his first LAKC win at the last race, and for Cooper winning first place in the championship. And they've both pushed me to be one of the best drivers in the Pro Kart Challenge and in LAKC.
Frankie Mossman, everybody. Well said. I told you. Cooper, you're not only super, but you were super duper in 2016, living up to that nickname. Tell us about your year and everybody you'd like to thank that helps you go racing.
Well, I had a really great year, and I thank these two for helping me be the best I can. And I would like to thank High Luster, Jeff Osborne Racing Engines, Ryan Perry Motorsports, my dad, my mom, K1 Racing Suits.
Great job. Give it up for the podium once again and your champion, Micro Swift and Super Cooper Hicks. All right, so next up, our 2016 Mini Swift podium. And finishing in 3rd with 3 top 5s and 1 main win out of Mack Motorsports, Jalen Mack. Didn't see Jalen earlier. Is he here? There's Jalen, taking the slow walk up to the podium. Great job, Jalen. Next up, finishing 2nd for our Mini Swift class with 6 top 3s and 3 main event wins. Give it up for Daniel Nzunza. Great job, Daniel. And grabbing the championship with 3 poles, 2 heat wins, 6 top 5s, and 1 main event win, Cole Keith Cotham. Also gets the SCUSA entry and tires to the Supernats offered to our Mini Swift champion, and that'll also be offered next year as well in Mini Swift. So pretty good deal there. He's going to Vegas. All right, we'll get in a few shots here and then a word with 3rd place, Jalen Mack out of Mack Motorsports. Jalen, a great season out there. Tell us about your racing and who you'd like to thank.
I had a great season. I had a lot of fun. It was good competition, so I'm proud of myself. I'd like to thank Phil Giebler Racing, especially Everett Giebler, for all his help and support, ROV, and my grandpa, because without him, I wouldn't be here today.
Awesome. Jalen Mack, everybody, finishing 3rd out of Mack Motorsports. Daniel, great season, competitive, hard fought, finished 2nd. Tell us about it.
Well, it was a good season overall, and I'd like to thank PKS, P1 Engines, and my dad and all my family for, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't even be here right now.
Daniel Nzunza, everybody, finishing 2nd. Second time up on the top step. Pretty good deal. Cole Keith Cotham, CK555, having a great season, and once again, you're the champ.
Yeah. I've would just like to thank all my competitors, Jalen and Daniel, for making me work for it and giving me good competition. I would like to thank Frank and Penny Baldozier for all your support. I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And I would like to thank True Tech Racing Engines for the good engines and staying up late and working on them. And yeah.
Great job, everybody. CK5 555, your mini Swift champion, and he's going to Supernats. And finishing in third for PRD Senior Pilot 2016 with 9 top 5s and 6 top 3s. Give it up for Jacob Linton. All right, looks like no Jacob. We'll make sure he gets his trophy. Finishing in second for PRD Senior Pilot in 2016 with 9 top 5s and 1 main event win, Ian Bland. PRD Senior Pilot, second place. And grabbing the championship on the top step of the podium with 6 poles, 7 heat wins, 9 top 3s, and 8 main event wins, Riley Dugan. Great job, Riley. $300 going to the champ. Ian, great season. 2 of you up here on the podium. We'll get a couple pictures in and a word with you. Ian, great job out there this season. Tell us about your karting and anybody you'd like to thank that helps you go racing.
Yeah, definitely like to thank Rod and Ryan at Two Wild Racing to making my return to karting very comfortable. I'd like to thank the other competitors who I thought we had a lot of respect for each other. And I'd like to thank everybody from the staff at LAKC. And last, everybody that helped me lift my kart off the stand and put it back on before and after every race. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, keep your raffle ticket. You might go home with a new kart stand, one of those electric ones. All right, Riley Dugan grabbing the win. Been karting around SoCal for a while now, and it pays off. Tell us about your year and who you want to thank.
Yeah, I know it was a great year. This is only my second year racing competition karts, and I think my driving this year has really improved, and I think that showed with how many races we won this year. And yeah, I really like to thank my dad and Steve Jasinski from S-Squared Karting. They've helped me these last 2 years to make the transition into competition karting, and I've learned so much from them, so thank you.
Awesome. There's your podium, everybody, minus our third place finisher in PRD Senior Pilot. Jacob Linton not here. So Ian Bland and Riley Dugan. Great job, guys. And grabbing third place with 8 top 5s and 2 main wins, Joseph Danelli. Excellent job, Joseph, grabbing third for X30 Junior. And I don't believe he's here, but with 8 top 5s and 3 main event wins, grabbing second in X30 Junior, downtown Trey Brown. And we'll make sure downtown gets his hardware. And grabbing the championship with 1 heat win, 8 top 5s, 3 main event wins, flying Ryan Sharto. All right, great job, our X30 Junior. We'll make sure Trey Brown gets his second place trophy. And finishing in third, Joseph Danelli. Joseph, tell us about your racing and who you'd like to thank.
Well, this was just a great year. Thanks to everyone. I would like to thank my dad, my mom, all the guys from Ryan Perry Motorsport, from Ryan Perry, Chris Wesson, True Tech Racing Engines, Blake Craig. It was an outstanding year. we should have had a little more wins, but I made a couple mistakes, so I'll learn from those mistakes and we'll come out stronger next year. Thanks to LAKC, everyone that makes this club possible.
Awesome. That's a pro interview right there. I like it. Joseph Donnelly, everybody. Had a great season. And once again, living up to the nickname, Flying Ryan Sharto. You've been with us for a long time. I know you got something to say. Take a deep breath and tell us about your racing season and all the special people as part of your racing operation that you'd like to thank.
This season was an up and down season, first starting off on a Tony kart, then switching to CRG midway through the season, then switching back to a Tony again really threw me off, but my 3 wins made up for it. I also had a tough time battling out for points with Trey Brown and Joseph Donnelly, but none of this could have been possible without the help of Matt Johnson and Josh Robertson setting up the chassis, Nash Motorsports for support and help when I needed it. I also have to give a big thanks to Frank and Penny Baldoza for supporting and awarding my wins. I'm really thankful for my dad and taking me to the track and always being there for me. I also want to thank TrueTech Racing Engines, and lastly I want to thank Doug Fleming, because without him I would have never gotten this far in racing.
Great job. Flying Ryan Sharto, your champion in X30 Junior for 2016. All right, next up, it'll be X30 Intermediate. X30 Intermediate up next. And grabbing third place in the class with 8 top 10s, 1 top 5, Jared Patterson. Great job, Jared. Come up, collect the hardware. Great season. Finishing second place in X30 Intermediate with 8 top 10s and 5 top 5s out of MMK, Michelle Manning. She didn't get enough time on the microphone, so she had to make sure she came back up here for some more microphone time. Great job, my Michelle. X30 Intermediate second place for the season. And grabbing the championship, X30 Intermediate, 8 top 10s and 6 top 5s out of Las Vegas, Joey Panessa. Joey, you got your hardware over here in your envelope? Forgetting the important stuff. Jared, great season, finishing third in a very competitive X30 Intermediate. The ladies are tough out there on the racetrack. Tell us about your season.
It's been pretty good. First year driving LAKC and the X30 engine. I would like to thank PKS, P1 for an amazing engine, and my dad for doing so much. Thank you.
Awesome job. Jared Patterson finishing in third for X30 Intermediate. Grabbing second, Michelle Manning. Michelle, tell us about your racing this year and who you'd like to thank.
I had a lot of fun racing this year. I'd like to thank my dad, Mike Manning, and a shout out to my team for always being there to help me lift my go-kart.
Michelle Manning, everybody. Grabbing second, X30 Intermediate. And as we said before, grabbing the win. Good thing I'm tall, too. At the top of the podium, Joey Panessa. Joey, great season. Tell us about it.
It was good. First and foremost, I would like to thank my parents for giving me the opportunity to even be at the racetrack. I would also like to express my appreciation for Penny and Frank Baldozer, Tim Ney, and the Axon family for motivation throughout the year. And the biggest thank you goes to Stephen Clark for giving me a confidence boost before every race, and also my mechanic, coach, and friend. And last, John Martin on Indy for product support with iCart. Being able to take home the first iCart championship at LAKC is probably one of the most exciting things that has ever happened to me this year, but I couldn't have done it without the great field of competition out at the track. Michelle Manning, we had some great races together, especially the final race of the year, and it happened to be one of the most adrenaline-filled races I have ever had. Thank you for bringing your talent out to the track. I am proud to say that the ladies slayed this year. To the LAKC organization, without you, there wouldn't even be a kart club of this caliber. I also appreciate the time you have all taken out of your life to make sure race days happen. Thank you, LAKC, and every person in the racing community for making this happen. This year went by so fast, but we survived it all together. I can't wait till the 2017 race season with all of us.
Wow, some great victory speeches tonight. Give it up for the Slain ladies and Jared Patterson in X30 Intermediate. All right, next up, we'll move right into X30 Pro. X30 Pro podium for 2016. And grabbing third with 6 top 5s, 1 main event win, Colby Dubato. Great job, Colby. Good job, dude. Finishing second, X30 Pro for 2016 with 6 top 4s and 1 main event win, Carly Taylor. And we'll make sure Carly gets the hardware. Great job. Second place. And grabbing the win with 4 pole positions, 2 heat race wins, 7 top 5s, 2 main event wins, Nikki Hayes. Great job, Nikki. All right, X30 Pro finishing in third. Colby, tell us about your season, sponsors you'd like to thank.
It's been a great season so far in Tag Senior, my first year. I'd like to thank my dad and mom for letting me race, first of all. You for the great announcing at LAKC. The Musgraves and the whole LAKC crew for putting on such a great event. And Jesus at P1 Engines and Glenn and Christina for a great team that they put and all the hard work into it.
Awesome job. Colby Dubato, everybody. And accepting, Carly Taylor had a great season. We love having her out there at LAKC. Take it away. Speaking for Carly.
Well, first of all, I'm Carly Taylor. I just wanted to thank my dad, Mike Taylor, and Save On Homes for helping finance another great season of racing, as well as Rod and Ryan at Two Wild Karting for all the support, and Willie and all the crew at LAKC for a great season, Chappie for the announcing, and my fellow competitors. I think that.
Perfect. Well done.
The tone right there.
And grabbing the win. A hard-fought win, well-deserved. Nikki Hayes, your champion for X30 Pro. Nikki, tell us about your racing season and who you'd like to thank that makes it all happen.
This year was a great season, winning both the SCUSA and the LAKC Championship in my first year in the Premier category across the country. I'd like to thank LAKC. I grew up here in 2008. I started racing kid karts, and now I'm winning the Premier class here. It's really cool to really think about that, and all the great friends here, like everyone feels like family. First of all, I'd like to thank my parents, especially my dad comes home from works till midnight working on a kart. I'd like to thank my mom who lives away from us just so I can go racing. I'd like to thank Phil Giebler Racing, True Tech Racing Engines, Molecule Sports, and Sparker USA, especially Everett Giebler. He's like my family. I love you, Everett. And I'd like to thank LAKC just for putting on a great event.
Awesome job. Nikki Hayes, your champion in X30 Pro with your podium. All right, next up, we'll move into X30 Masters. And finishing in third with 4 top 5s and 1 main event win. Give it up for Travis Irving. Great job, Travis. Finishing in second for X30 Masters with 7 top 5s and 2 top 3s, Gary Lennon. All right, and finishing on the top step for X30 Masters, 6 pole positions, 7 heat wins, 8 top 5s, 4 main event wins. It's his show. We're just racing in it. John Crow, the Crow Show. Get a few pics of you guys. Holding up the hardware. All right, finishing in third, return to the racetrack. Good to have you back out there. Great season, Travis. Tell us about it.
It's been actually an amazing year for me after being off for about 10 years since my last Supernats win. To come back and put together this team with John Crow and with the support and help that I've had from Willie and Billy Musgrave of MRC and with Frank Baldozer of Baldozer Racing. I'm really happy to be able to do this, and it's been absolutely a fantastic year to be able to have your butt kicked every single time you go on the track by John friggin' Crow. I cannot wait for him to go to shifter or to quit racing.
A lot of honesty out here on the podium as well, folks. Telling it like it is. Travis Irving. The Aussie Gary Lennon finishing in second. Let's hear it.
I'm not even going to try an accent. Sorry.
Just say mate a lot.
Mate. That's Cal's job. We got 2 Australians on the team. That's enough. Gary did great this year. Ryan already killed it on the team speech. I'm just going to stand.
That's going to be tough to back up there. Crow Show, another great season, top step. How's it feel? Who do you want to thank?
I got to thank Frank and Penny, Billy and Willie, MRC, Travis. He busted his butt. Everybody. Big team effort. I mean, the way the season started, I was actually kind of doing something else. Most people don't know that, and I came over to LAKC with these guys. Best move I ever made. These guys are like my brothers. We fight hard every week, and I'm super stoked to get this championship. I wanted it really bad. And, it's just, I'm so happy. And I got to thank everybody. It was great.
Awesome job. John Crow, everybody, your champion, X30 Masters podium. All right, next up, we'll move right into S2 Shifter Semi-Pro. And finishing in third with 5 top 5s and 1 main event win, Joshua Young. Great job by Joshua. Is he here today? All right, we'll make sure Joshua gets his trophy. Finishing in second for S2 Semi-Pro with 6 top 5s and 1 main event win, the 777 at a Lady Luck Auto Body, Josh Early. Great job, Josh. Used to be my neighbor, but they kicked me off the street. Grabbing the win with the championship with 3 heat wins, 7 top 5s, and 1 main event win, the 79 Chandler Campbell. Great job, Chandler. All right, Josh, making that move to shifter kart. You've been racing karts for a long time. I first announced you out there at Apex. Tell us a little bit about your racing season and who you'd like to thank that makes your racing operation that important and makes it happen.
And I won the season opener at LAKC. Got some pretty good racing in at LAKC with Chandler and Josh Young. And I'd like to thank my dad, all the guys at MRC for all the help, Travis Irving for the help on the kart, my new sponsor, Baldozer Racing.
Awesome. Where's your girlfriend? You said she was coming. All right, we'll talk about it later. All right, Chandler Campbell grabbing the championship. Another steady, consistent season, good enough for grabbing the top step. Tell us about it.
I only won by a handful of points, so the competition was awesome. It's just going to get tougher next year with Royal and Garrett moving up, so I'm definitely preparing for that and getting ready for that. I'll be ready for that. Huge thanks to my dad, MRC, Baldozer Racing. I'm so grateful. None of this would be possible without you guys. Thank you.
Great job by our champion, Chandler Campbell, and S2 Semi-Pro podium. All right, we'll move right into S3 Novice. S3 Novice. And finishing in third with 7 top 5s and 6 top 3s, Prescott Campbell. Great job, Prescott Campbell grabbing third. S3 Novice driver. Good job. Grabbing second place for S3 Novice, 8 top 4s and 2 wins. JR, you want this one? I got it. Garrett McKelvey. I'm just going to call him G-Mac. Great job, Garrett. I get the Garrett part right every time. Grabbing the win with 2 poles, 4 heat wins, 8 top 3s, 6 overall wins, the Royal one, Royal McKee. Great job, Royal. S3 novice podium with the $300 check for the champ. Prescott, great job finishing 3rd in the championship. S3 novice, tell us about your racing this year and who you'd like to thank.
It was a really great racing season, really consistent. My first year in S3. I'd really like to thank the LAKC staff, Musgrave Racing, Willie, Billy, Greg, and Sean. I'd like to thank great drivers like Callum Smith, Travis Irving, and John Crow for all the help all season. I'd also like to thank my family, my mom, my sister, and especially my dad for getting me in the sport and helped me through every single race.
Great job. Prescott Campbell, everybody. Garrett, great season, competitive racing with these guys all season long. Tell us about your racing year and who you'd like to thank.
Yeah, so it was a great year. Second in LAKC and Boscusa. Couldn't beat this guy, I guess. I just pretty much had my number all year. First and foremost, want to thank my dad. Wouldn't be up here without him. The countless hours he spent wrenching for me has been incredible. I want to thank my stepmom and girlfriend for all their support. And then Billy and Willie Musgrave. Can't wait to kill it in S2 and hopefully get after it in Super Nats. So excited.
Congratulations, Garrett. Royal, I've been announcing you since like 06, back in the Gators style days. Tell us about your season at LAKC.
It was a great season. I just love to thank my dad, Musgrave Racing. They helped me out a ton this year. I'd like to thank K1 Racing. I'd like to thank Royal One Clothing, AMR Stickers for hooking me up with some products. I'd also just like to thank all my competition for making it a great year.
Great job, Royal. And there's your podium for S3 novice, ladies and gentlemen. All right, our final individual class trophies. We still have our team awards and some more raffles to give away before we go home this afternoon. S4 Supermasters with 4 top 5s and 1 win, Larry Hayashigawa. No, Larry? We'll make sure he gets his trophy. Finishing in second for S4 Supermaster shifter class with 5 top 5s and 4 top 4s, Edward Mantini. All right, we're going to get at least one of them on the podium here for S4 Supermaster. Our champion with 5 heat wins, 8 top 2s, and 6 main event wins, Chris Curtis. All right, stay up there. All right, Chris, great job out there. Your competition, like some of the other classes, scared them away. Tell us about your racing season and sponsors, anybody that helps you out that you'd like to thank.
Well, I'd like to thank my kids, Cody and Jordan, for their love and support. Without them, I couldn't do it. The staff at LAKC, and also Willie for taking over a club that was needed some help and for directing us into the future. I'm looking forward to next year. And also thank you for MRC again for giving me a top quality kart that is very reliable and is able to be a top runner. Thank you.
Chris Curtis, everybody, your champ. It's Shifter S4 Supermaster. All right, next up we'll move into a special award here. We do a couple of these each and every year. This is really cool. And this year we have a junior and senior sportsmanship award. And this is always really important no matter what sport you're in, whether it be motorsports, baseball, any sport you play. So this is a really important award. We have a sportsmanship award for both junior and senior. And getting the Junior Sportsmanship Award this year, the Murrieta McNugget, A.J. Matheson. Great job, A.J. Congratulations, A.J., our Junior Sportsmanship Award. Tell us why this award is special to you and why it's important to be a good sport in any form of motorsports or any sports. You play baseball as well.
Well, it's fun in every sport, but when you do something that nobody else does in a school, it's really a privilege. So I'd like to thank all the winners tonight that won championships, as well as the ones that didn't win, like me. But also I'd like to thank my sponsors, Bob and Sue Sutherland's McDonald's, K1 Race Gear, Santa Racing Engines, and Mother's Polishes. So, yeah, that's all.
Great job, AJ. Another driver that's going to take my job. Great job. AJ Matheson, everybody. Great job, AJ. All right, now we'll move into our Senior Sportsmanship Award. And taking it home this year, a big round of applause to Troy Butts. And we'll make sure Troy gets his Sportsmanship Award. That's our Junior and Senior Sportsmanship Award. Now we also have Most Improved Driver. Most Improved Driver, Junior and Senior. And this year, getting our Most Improved Driver for the Junior drivers, give it up for Lightning Logan Ainsworth. Man, they're getting loud for Lightning today. Our Junior Most Improved Driver. Logan, a great season out there once again. You step up to the podium once again. This is pretty cool. Not a championship, but a really special award. Did you ever think you'd be the most improved driver when you started racing this year?
Yeah, I thought that would be necessary for the whole entire year of this racing, and I'd like to thank my sponsors again, and the team and my family for helping me get into here for the first place. And that's all. Okay? Thanks.
Great job. Lightning, they call him. Logan Ainsworth. Most Improved Driver for our juniors. All right, also stepping up to the podium once again today, our Most Improved Driver for our seniors. Give it up for Rico Schlemon. Great job, Rico. Do you leave? For Rico? I wonder if that's a job to just show up at banquets and accept awards for the people that didn't show. I got to apply for that. That's cool. All right, time to get into our team championship. This is a really cool thing they do every year at LAKC as well. Drivers get a chance to form their teams, and the points are accumulated going for a team championship. So finishing in 5th this year, the iKart team of Joey Panessa, Royal McKee, and Willie Axton. So we'll get Joey up here, Royals here to accept the award. Great job by the 5th place team. You guys want to get some pictures? And of course, Willie's not here. Go ahead and get on the podium, folks, for your picture. That is our 5th place finishing team, Team iKart. All right, next up for the team challenge, finishing in 4th, it's Team Fleming Racing Engines, Dakota Tate, Gavin Perez, the Rockstar Chance Gibson, and CK555. Team Fleming. I believe we got the whole team here, right, guys? Dakota's coming up. Here comes Gavin Perez and the legend himself. Nice move, Dakota. get a word real quick with Mr. Fleming here. Doug, a legend in the sport. You really think it's special working with these kids. You do a lot in the Lucas Oil Off-Road Series as well, or the regional series, and you're always up at that chain link fence watching these kids as they start their careers in motorsports.
That's why I'm here. I like the kids. It's fun to watch. I've helped a lot of them go through the whole deal. Why I have the mic, I've been doing this a while, and I don't know how many times SDKA club president on the board, on the ICAF board, and I have a pretty good idea how hard it is to do what these guys did all year. It's unbelievable, and I want to tell them what a great job. It's a great place to come race.
Give it up, everybody, for Doug Fleming, head of Team Fleming Racing Engines, finishing 4th. And now our 3rd place team in the Team Challenge for 2016 with Billy Musgrave, The Crow Show, Cole Cotham, and Chandler Campbell, Baldozer Racing. Let's go racing. Frank's shaking hands with his team. He put together a great team this year for 3rd. Tell us about it.
It's all about the drivers. That's what we do every year. We try to pick a team that can win. We're here for winning races, winning championships, and give back to everybody here in the sport. We try to help them all. And we've won over 70 races since 2010 with you guys, 15 championships. We've had a lot of good drivers, and we're looking forward to another 10 years.
And what are we going to be doing in 2017?
Pro Kart, Pro Tour. We've got Cole's going to be racing some Ford Focus and the Junior Dragsters, and we just keep going.
And we'll look for you guys out there. Give me a Let's Go Racing.
Let's go racing.
Frank Baldozer, everybody, 3rd place finisher in the Team Challenge. Now, finishing 2nd was the team made up of Slava Prikodko, Diego Pelosi, Super Cooper Hicks, and Joseph Donnelly, RPM. Ryan Perry Motorsport. Great job, guys. Is that the only, Slava's still here? Joseph's like, I'm an honest guy. I'll make sure he gets it. All right, great job. What would Ryan say if he was here?
Good job, buddy. No. Well, he would say, we did great. We are the best drivers. That's what he would say. No, he would. I don't know. Yeah, he would say, why did we lose? He would say, get better. He would say, stop sucking. Those are some of the inspirational words from Ryan Perry.
That's what he tells me every day by the lunch break. Great job, guys. So Ryan just not picking on the team. He lets me know it too. Great job by our 2nd place team. Now grabbing the team championship, a new team brought up this year. They came on the scene in a big way with Alex Siragusa, Aiden Dodge, Brendan Kramer, and Lightning Logan Ainsworth, Team Freem. All right, Lightning, one more time. Having a good day today. Your legs getting tired from hopping up and down off this podium yet?
Yeah, it's casual. And last time I forgot to thank my coach, Nick, and that was pretty much a big deal. And now that I'm thanking them again for the Achievement Award, and I know that was a pretty big mistake when you mistaked on the name. Yeah. And I'd like to thank my team and everyone that has supported.
Look at that thing. You could take a bath in there. Great job. Give it up for the championship team. Careful, guys. That looks heavy.